Life into a position where it's either give up Annie and Ash, land one of those hooks, someone dies.
Oh, I would have loved the Ornn here, but Kingen not wanting to go for that, going for a pick with a lot more agency here. And I also think Cassandra actually, into the Blitzcrank specifically, Cassandra is one of the few champions.
Yeah, you
like,
can stand in front of him pretty happily.
Yeah.
Fans, very, very loud here in Lowell Park, or maybe we're just on the Hanwha side of the stadium, which we are. So that might be a bit of a reason here. Is okay. Checking it out. Lahens getting into position for a potential hook. If you've ever played League of Legends before, ever, you'll know that if you have a Blitzcrank, you invade. They haven't done a lot of invading so far.
Actually like the choice from Lahens to go for a sweeper there early on as well. Put it on the board here as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, really liking this early game here. Coming through from the Zeri and the Luna. Do note, Cuz is here and a hook can mean devastation.
Yeah, Life gonna get stunned. There's the hook that's gonna connect, and even though there's an exhaust, I don't think they're tired enough to not kill the Lulu. They'll grab first blood and... Oh man, because look at this. Like, the setup is just so easy.
Yeah, there's no counterplay to that one, as nicely done there by Cuz. Is going to start him off as Life has to run for his life. Zeka picks up a lost chapter here, but that first rake definitely going to go over, and this is to be expected, as we have mentioned before. But yeah, it really, like, I really like KT's composition. I think it is a composition that needs to somewhat snowball. Not even because of the champions not scaling that well, like Xayah, Annie, I think, remain very powerful. Even Blitzcrank, in a way, can have a very high pick to the later stage of the game. But I do think their composition relies very much on having control. Well, even Zeka isn't too bad, but look at the vision control here as well towards the bot side of the map. Right, like there is a ward there at the Tribe Rush.
Well, we're just going to dash forward. We're going to snatch Zeka, and he is not going anywhere. Yep, that's a flash hook.
Perfect.
That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
We mentioned that we hadn't seen how this is going to work with the Annie. Well, that's how it works with the Annie. She stuns someone and they die.
Everything works with Annie.
It does.
Oh, aiming isn't safe.
Well,
oh, he does.
He does hit level 6, though, as Featherstorm is going to be used. Life almost just dies. If he had have called back the Blades, there is now Lahens. Yeah, he's just... Oh, he wants to let the kill go over. Oh, but he doesn't actually die. Life is going to be there to save him. Oh, man, that was almost able to be salvaged.
Oh,
is going to give her the respect. Sklid's moving over. Viper and Life also moving up here as well, as we've got 35 seconds as the bear heads down. And there is the Emperor's Divide. BDD, are you going to be okay? The answer is no. He's just dead. Viper actually able to grab an assist for that one as well. Huge for Hanwha Life. And
ooh, I was actually going to say, like, are they going to try and look for another play here? They have vision, and they don't know.
All right, well, the hook's going to land onto Clid. There's the cease and desist. Clid's trying to get out of there. Wild Growth. He's ignited, though, and Cuz is going to lock down the kill. He can now vault break over that wall if he'd like to, but Life is going to slink away.
And in the previous play, it was KT not being on the same page. Here it's Hanwha, like, if you go for that, Life needs to be there for him. You need to exhaust, you need to flash, you need to try and keep him alive. This was a 100%, like, they knew, right?
That was a weird head-scratching moment on both.
So then it was just in a replay, they got I think it was 2 plates on top. Yeah. Or in the bot side, rather, as possible 5v5 here.
Yeah, BDD knows that there's no vision in that area. Saw that blue trinket go down, though, is now Keen in an awkward spot, but does press the Dominus, gets a bit of a stun there as the hook is going to connect onto Clid. He's blown up immediately, but now KT trying to regroup, aiming, taking so much damage as Featherstorm going to have to be used pretty early on. And now Cuz looking to try and find his way out. He'll use Clid's Vault Breaker in order to escape. And there he goes. But Rift Herald.
Atlas.
All right.
I come through. Look at the control, though. Look at all the wards. I'm able to grab Prio on bot side as well.
Look at all the reeds. I mean, there's grass everywhere. Lahens could be all over this map. Thankfully, there is this ward standing over here.
Might just give it up. Yeah, you might just say this soul doesn't matter.
Well, Keen is on the flank. It's Cuz looking to move in as well. They do manage to take the turret down, as now Teleport is going to come forward. BDD. Stun prep, no flash. As Shirley pops down, does cram her skull into the outer turret in mid lane. And Kingen, oh, the hook again going to be absorbed. And this is what we mentioned earlier on. Kingen does have the ability to sort of just stand in front and either use it as initiation or just press his W and use it that way. KT still in control of this river.
The poke from Hanwha Life is good though. And at some point, KT is going to have to pull the trigger.
Yeah, Rift Scuttler is going to be secured there by Cuz. As we thought we were fighting for the Drake, we weren't. We were fighting for Shellfish. As more extendo beams over and over again into this brush.
Gain on the flank angle.
I really like how Hanwha are sort of moving up their phalanx with the vision that they have available. Always playing around these control wards, knowing their flanks. Now, B2D in that brush, in position. Can we actually lock down this dragon as the dive forward? There's the bear. It connects onto Clid, who's so squishy like you were talking about. The Emperor's Divide is decent, but the jungler is already dead. Tibbers in the front line, tanking them all up for the good of his team. 4v5 now.
Yeah, I think you have to peace out.
Oh, yeah.
Can't actually stay here. They don't even have the health bar advantage that they need. And KT getting a big win here.
It must feel so frustrating for Hanwha, right? Because, especially for Clid, who just wants to play the...
Viper, crucially, not having a second item, I think here is the biggest problem for me. Viper can carry some of these fights if he is given the space and if KT throw a lot of damage into Clid or Kingen.
That's a dead Lulu.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Well, hey, remember when I was talking about BDD and Flash and Ocean?
Yeah.
Kingen TP'd in, because if not, then, you know, I'm pretty sure the pink would have cancelled. He's a very dependable teammate.
100%. But does, you know, when he wants to do something, he just goes and does it, you know? Oh dear, there's the hook. Waits for the W, and Kingen knew that it was happening as well. He's like, if I just keep holding it, I'll be fine, right? But doesn't actually happen. And so there is another pick. And this is what the KT comp loves to do, right? Hanwha have to play next to perfectly if they want to be able to actually find...
Continue questioning every time I see a Sejuani instead of Anyban on red side. Because I know Sejuani's good, but we have also been dealing with this champion for a long time. We know there's counter. Trundle still exists, people. He's still out there.
Yeah.
And Annie is just... the catch.
Oh, the sidestep from Keen. Cease and desist will come through, though. Can he actually find the slice and dice angle? He does. He still has flash. He's absolutely okay. And that is Baron. Tibbers is going to come down. They're going to 4-man it. With two people still on the map. And there's the Baron. Hanwha just kind of gamed here.
Oh, KT. Textbook game.
This is the KT that we saw 2-0 Hanwha Life earlier on in the year. This is like the round one where KT sort of comes back and they're like, no, but by the way, we're like pretty much one of the best teams. I like to think that that's the... Because he's like the super cool guy.
He is.
Who's the Rock then? All right, we're going to see a team fight and then we'll work out who the Rock is. As Lehens, can he find the hook? Doesn't want to go for Kingen because he knows he just presses W, so it's a little bit frustrating. But oh dear, Kingen's still going to get killed. And that's because he gets hit by a giant panda from the sky. Zeka now was trying to deal with a minion wave in the southerly direction. He's not going to be able to do that either. KT just not giving Hanwha any options this game whatsoever. I feel like they're getting a similar treatment to what they had to withstand against DK last week, which was another one of these situations where Hanwha were just never allowed to scale to the position of the game where they feel comfortable.
And a lot of credit goes to Cuz for snowballing the early game the way he did.
100%. There's a flash from Clid very preemptively. And look at this. BDD just hunts for a hook for Lehens, using these disintegrates over and over again. Viper, was
so
shooting
low.
Cuz and like took half of his health bar from a molten shield. Is that what just happened? That's insane. Is this just Elder free, I guess?
If you didn't think it was game already,
yeah,
it is now.
It's even more game. So the fish is in the boat and it's not even moving anymore. Is that what we're saying?
It's done.
Yeah.
Well, that fish is about to be served up for dinner.
Oh, right. So we're about to, okay. So it's on its way home. Like it's not only in the boat, it's now in the
We're
Eski.
pulling into the harbor.
Oh God. Okay.
With a fresh catch.
Oh. Already celebrating. It is a best of 3, right? So we'll need more fish than this. If you want to actually take the series. Takes 2 fish in a best of 3.
And I got a feeling that Hanwha's going to pick blue side, and maybe they'll get the fish.
Exactly.
And the fish is Annie.
The fish is easy to catch on the blue side. It's the same color as the ocean.
Oh, that's... That's Elder. You can't outplay that.
Nope. Well, this Nexus turret is going to be the first one to go down, I believe, unless Zeka's in trouble, as B2D gets his stun up. And they're not actually looking for a hard force. KT a little bit worried, I think, about making an error. As Keen dashing forward, looking for Viper where he can. There's a flash hook, and is not going to find it. But it's just a hook, just a flash. And so it's fine as the bear is going to come down and get exploded. Never you mind.
They're holding on.
Yeah, this is an Elder fight, and Hammer is still all alive. Kingen loses a bit of it. I mean, the burn is just absurd, honestly. Like, if you tag them with any damage, but they are still very, very low range, as we can see. So this whole siege scenario, not exactly the one that they want, as Viper trying to fight it out. There's the Feather Storm. Hook will connect, and that is a dead Cassante. Cuz gets a turn at being the big tanky guy on the top side as these super minions start to stream in. The war of attrition. It's being lost here by Hanwha. And yeah, the Vi is going to go down as she's telling them to cease and desist. Emperor's Divide is going to be baited out by Keen so beautifully. Oh, the polymorph is gorgeous onto Cuz. I don't know whether it's really going to be enough here as, oh, Viper, he's burning, but he's going to be all right.
Still alive.
Shield. Keen flashes. Another polymorph is gorgeous. And Viper is an absolute hero. Look at this man! He is a god!
I think Lahens is actually the main character. Surely this time they'll finish the game, right?
Okay, well, there's the flash forward from B2D. As Bear goes down and Clid is once again dead. And now Tibbers is battling against a Sun Disc. As KT will back away. I mean, they do this getting the pick onto Clid part of it very, very well.
Yeah, they've done that once already.
Yeah.
That part is great.
Yeah.
Are they really not going to push the end? Are they just going to
We need to wait for the minion wave.
Well, I was going to say for Elder.
Oh, wait for Elder? No, I don't think we do that. I think we maybe just going to hit the next.
Maybe we just end.
Yeah. I mean, 4 versus 5. Everfrost connects onto Kingen. Viper is hopping over the Nexus, but I think the Nexus is just going to die. Good hook is going to connect. That is a dead Zeri, and that is a dead Nexus to follow. 35.5 minutes is how long it took, but KT were in control the entire time.